Halloween is approaching and it's time to get a little dark. These love stories will mess with your mind and maybe your morals. Hey serial readers, welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl Ronnie, and here we talk about all things books for the love of books. Today, we are diving into those dark, dramatic, and twisted romance reads. The ones that left me clutching my chest or questioning my sanity, but still wanting more. These aren't your average love stories. The ones that are chaotic and dangerously good. Let's talk about the book that had the most shocking twist. This book had me like, wait, what? What happened? And that is Vengeful Justice by Mo Flames. I introduced this book to you guys in my previous haul. And once I started talking about it, I was like, I have to read this book. It's fitting for the season. As I mentioned before, this book rides off of the One Ain't Enough series. It's a medical thriller and it's all about revenge. Jamal is a doctor with this upstanding reputation. He's rising to the top even though he's riding off of a failed marriage. There is so much more than meets the eye when it comes to Dr. Jamal Edwards. Jamal has told so many lies and he's deceived everyone that's around him just to hide his secret. He takes it too far and Angela gets caught in the crossfire. Something goes down and I'm like, oh, did that just really happen? OMG. And now I'm frantic because I don't know how to feel about it. I went mad for a couple of minutes because I could not believe Mo did it that way. It changed my whole outlook on the story. Let's talk about a love story where the emotions ran high, tempers ran wild, and the stakes were deadly. I'm talking about power, pain, and passion. The love story of Alani and Ethic from the Ethic series by Ashley Antoinette. If you've read any of Ashley's books, you know for sure she has no problem unaliving one of her characters to stir the plot. The Ethic series was no different. Alani and Ethic's love story runs off the back of this, which is how emotions run high. As the reader, you get caught up in this dilemma because you know Ethic's intent was never to hurt Alani, but he did, and he hurts her in the worst possible way. What is she gonna do? Is there still going to be a love story with Ethic and Alani at the end? Let's talk about one of those relationships that are so consuming that the lines are blurred between love and control. It's obsessed or possessed. You guys should have known I talked about this in my last video with Nika and Denny from the Devout series by Takira Allen. I said it before, but I'm willing to say it again because I want you guys to understand that what happened between these two, the love that they had, the line was absolutely blurred between love and obsession. Denny was so unpredictable and he did not play about Nika. He was a crime lord and he had no problem exerting his power, even when it came to his lady. Like, it took your breath away as you were reading what was happening. These two had it so bad for each other. It was almost like they needed each other just like they needed air to breathe. The lengths that these two would go just to be with each other, it was wild. All right, let's talk about a villain that you love to hate. A character you know that was all kinds of wrong, but you could not stop obsessing. And the book that comes to mind and the character is disrespectfully Relic. Do you see him? Do you see him? The title itself says it all about this character. Relic is unveiled to us in the Art of Hood Love series by Antoinette Sherrill. He is the big brother of Shabu, and he's also the general of the family and their business. Relic was cold, he was calculated, and he was completely disrespectful. And yet, he had you hooked. The blue-eyed devil. He had you questioning everything, his motives, his emotions, and his next move. Relic doesn't just walk into the room, he owns it. He's not your average book bae. If that's what you're looking for, do not go into that book. He's cold-blooded with just a little bit flicker of warmth reserved for his son and his family. When it comes to women, they're collateral damage. Emotions, that's a distraction for him. Love, it's not even on the table. Whew. I couldn't get enough of him. Let's talk about that couple shouldn't be together, but their chemistry was so undeniable. That messy but magnetic. I'm definitely gonna go with Rich and Gold from the Gold book by Sarah Feeney. What they both had going on made their relationship so messy and so complicated. But I'll be damned, these two were hot. Gold and Rich are part of this high society group that's set in New York, but their past starts from New Jersey. Gold is living off her inheritance that she invested, and she makes a living as this fabulous makeup artist and content creator. And Rich is a successful and rich businessman. So how these two wind up getting together is that Rich knew Gold when she was a little girl. Rich used to click it up with her older brother. They used to run heavy in the streets. One night at Rich's nightclub, he runs into Gold. And the thing was, Gold always had a crush on Rich. So when she saw him, it was on and popping. Their chemistry was sizzling. I could not get enough of these two together. But Gold has this messy and complicated past that really still plays a part in her present. It made her who she is, and the lifestyle that she has become accustomed to made it hard for her to stray away and settle down with Rich. Rich had his own baggage too that made Gold insecure, and so games were played between these two, and all that chemistry these two had didn't even stand a chance against all the drama. So I want to talk about the one that got away, a character who you still think about because their story was either cut too short or ended tragically. So the character that comes to mind for me is Roman, which is my son's name, from Alexander Kindred by Robbie Renee. Roman is the second oldest of his 5 siblings in the Strong family. The family wealth was acquired from the streets, and eventually they brought it out illegally. So Roman was that dude. He was fine with toffee skin. Not only his looks, he was intellectual as well. But what I love most about Roman, not just intellectual, but he was mixed with a little hood. He was definitely not to be messed with. He had his eyes set on Deja, and he did get her. He romanced her and they fell in love. But the problem is that Roman was not Deja's soulmate, and so we lost him, and I was mad as hell about it. He was devoted to Deja. He did everything he could to try to protect her. Till the very end, it was all about Deja for him. It was so sad, and I want more of him. Robbie, just bring him back. Do that for me. Like, at least do that, because just to take him away like that, I was like, nah. I'm not feeling that at all. He was too good of a man for us to lose him. Let's talk about a romance that's full of lies, secrets, or a double life that keeps you turning the pages. I'm talking about that love in the shadows type of romance. The one that comes to mind is All the Things Missing from Home by Nikki Michelle. Child, this book right here, I did not see it coming. The whole story is built off of lies and betrayals. It's centered around 2 couples whose worlds collide with a 6th degree of separation. On top of all the lies, deceit, and manipulation, it's really that 6th degree separation that keeps the page turning. It does bring a little suspense into the mix with all the lies that were told, because eventually what's in the dark has to come to light. Let's talk about those side characters who deserve their own twisted and dark love story. The character who's the real MVP. The real MVP for me is Sheena from the series Haunted Love by Sarah Feeney. Sheena is one of those characters who would definitely have you mad and frustrated, but in the end, Sheena was able to turn herself around. Sheena is really a cautionary tale to women. Not put your all into a man and rely heavily on a man for everything. A man should always love you more. That means he's gonna be more invested in your whole body and soul. Sheena also had a piss poor mother who gave her horrible advice advice, which is the whole reason why she stayed locked into this unfulfilled relationship. Serafini did an excellent job showing Sheena's struggles, but also her healing journey. She went through therapy sessions. Sheena was able to take her pain and turn it around. And for that, I think Sheena deserves her own love story, dark and twisted love story with Jermaine. Jermaine was all that, and he was the right man for her. All right, this is the last one. Let's talk about that one twisted romance that you would never survive in, or you secretly want to. For me, it's this one recent read that I did with my book club, and I would never survive. Hell to the no, no, to the no, no, no. I know that. I will never survive. And that is Filthy Kings by Masterpiece. Have y'all heard about that book? Well, let me tell you, this book was absolutely dark and filthy. It was next level, and my level did not reach it, okay? I was literally praying, God, please forgive me, for I have sinned. No, seriously, I would never survive being Datavio's lover. Imagine having a condition where it requires you to let off about every 2 hours. Then you are in this unbelievable pain. Pain is so severe that it makes you have these angry outbursts. I could not, would not survive that world. Most of Datavio's sexual theatrics, I would not be able to deal with that at all. Like, dude, ask me, okay? Ask me. We also had Pop Dukes, Impurity. I mean, what did I really expect with a name like that? He was on a whole nother planet. Mr. Herringbone was on another planet. Jalissa was on another planet. Maybe for a short while in a world with Monster and Natavi, those two were a little bit more up my alley. They were more like the Beauty and the Beast love story, because everybody else, well, I already said it. Okay, but seriously, why do I keep falling for these toxic love stories? Tell me I'm not alone. Drop your favorite dark, twisted, and just plain old messy urban romance below. I need more to add to my list. Don't forget to like and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next chaotic book convo. Until next time, bye guys.